Hello viewers, hope you're doing well. Today in this video, I'm going to create and set up all an option repository, DTO and the entity in Spring Boot application. So let's get started. As you can see, the entity is package. So inside this, let me create a new Java class with the name Poll. Second, we have options. Now inside the Poll class, I'm going to add here the annotation that we have at the rate entity to make this class as a table in Spring Boot application. Second annotation that we have at the rate and data. Now inside this class, let me define the field for whole entity. So the first that we have private long ID, that will be the primary key for this entity. After that, we have a field for question, posted date and the expired at. The data type of a question field that we have string, and for posted date and expired at, we have a data type date. Now after that, I'm going to add the field for options, that is the relation with this entity. So as you can see, a type that we have list of options. On the top of this field, we have the annotation at the rate many to one, like one poll has many options, and we have to map this with poll. Now after that, let me set up here options class, where first we have the field for ID, that will be a primary key for this entity. On the top of this, let me add here the annotation that we have at the rate entity. Second, we have at the rate data. After that, I'm going to add here the field for title. After the title, we have a field with a name poll. So as you can see, the annotation that we have at the rate many to one, like many option as one poll. Second annotation that we have at the rate join column, where we have a name of the column poll underscore ID. That we have on delete. At the last, we have a at the rate JSON ignore. Now after creating the entities, let me create a new class inside the DTOs package. So the first class that we have poll DTO. Second, we have options DTO. Now on the top of this class, let me add here the annotation that we have at the rate data. Now inside the options DTO class, let me add here the parameters that we have private long ID, private string title. At the last, we have private long poll ID. After the options DTO, let me open here poll DTO. So on the top of this class, let me add here the annotation that we have at the rate data. Now inside this class, let me add here the parameters that we have private long ID, private string question, private date posted date, private date expired at, and a private list of string that we have options. Now after the DTOs, let me create a new interface inside the repositories package. So the first interface that we have poll repository. Second, we have options repository. Let me extend this interface with JPA repository. Inside this, we have to pass here options entity. After the entity, we have to pass here a data type of a primary key that we have long. On the top of this interface, let me add here the annotation that we have at the rate repository. After setting up an options repository, let me open here poll repository. So on the top of this, let me add here the annotation that we have at the rate repository, and we have to extend this interface with JPA repository. Inside this, let me pass here poll entity. With this, we have to pass here a data type of a primary key that we have long. That's all for now from my side. Thanks for watching.